second nature, all is automatic.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington football team and the Atlanta Falcons. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
2nd and 9 now. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pickup there. 18 yards. 1st down Falcons.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Montez Sweat. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
It's now 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Justin Hopkins on for the extra point.
Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
Falcons, nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
36-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That one into the hands of Kane. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now he'll let this one go. Deep left sideline.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
On 4th down, the Falcons send out Sterling Hoffrichter to punt. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. he's stopped immediately there.
Number 20.
Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Down, Washington.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
At the 37-yard line.
And he fires one incomplete.
Pass intended for number 83. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 1.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at the 47. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
10 at the 44-yard line.
And just one tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second and 2. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And the Washington first down.
They'll look to throw here. That one caught by Gibson. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got it 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
6-yard line.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Well, let's see where they turn on 3rd and goal from the 5. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Is good.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're down a couple of scores, 16-0. As they start things out with a 1st and 10. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now back to throw. He'll drop this underneath to Gurley. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
For 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but it'll be 2nd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. From 17 yards out. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that pushes the lead up to 23. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Throwing again here on second down, this time complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. Yeah, he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give them 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22.
44-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. Airing it out, looking. That's caught inside the 20. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Hayden Hurst as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons cut into that lead.
Zane Gonzalez lining up.
Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Intended for Terry McLaurin. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll throw now on the final play. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
And 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Washington.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
.13 yards remaining on second down.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally brought down at the 43. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So that one a disaster, a big loss there with second down coming up. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 26. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
First down, Washington.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. This will be caught inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain it.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
At their own 38-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. And he'll give it here to his running back. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a handoff looking right. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5. They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 19-yard line.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Montez Sweat able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
Falcons.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but the same...
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
And that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Off the option, he'll try and run with it.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Tressway now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
That's going to be incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Falcons on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ballgame, and he's got a 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 28-yard line.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11.
Taken down.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Washington on 3rd down.
0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
On 1st down, it's Gibson. he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Big yardage that time for Washington. 41 yards on the ground.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That is caught inside the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And Washington going to add on to their lead.
Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. On play action, they'll throw. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned. Every time you throw an interception, if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think, okay, he's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Hayden Hurst with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes this Washington 44. Falcons 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And Jones has it over the middle. Touchdown, Falcons! Julio Jones. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons get a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick.
And this will be recovered by Washington, and that should just about do it.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Flush to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
That is caught inside the 5. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
At the 2-yard line.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington,
it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to picking me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in them. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south.